The most important training on early retirement, financial freedom, and getting ahead financially that you're ever going to receive. And I'm going to reveal it right here, right now. 6 rules that I put into my life that literally got me 16 properties in just 7 years. My name is Scott Kuru, and I'm the CEO and the co-founder of Freedom Property Investors. Now, Freedom Property Investors has over 2,500 members and clients. We've got 250 people that are joining our community every single month. These are the 6 rules that I literally discovered and I have followed now for the past 7 to 8 years to create my portfolio of 16 properties, and that has set me and my family totally free. And I promise you that if you're on the journey right now to figure out how to retire early, how to make property investing work, the answer is these 6 rules. And I'm going to take you through these 6 rules right now. Rule number 1 is you need to invest with someone else's money. Now, this is the principle of leverage, and this is what the rich know. You see, when you invest with your own money only goes so far. Let me give you an example. If you've got $100, and let's say you invested $100 into a term deposit, or you invested into shares, or whatever it is that you invested in, and let's say you get a 10% return on that $100. Well, you've actually created a $10 return. Now, that's not very much, but if you invest into Australian residential property, you can take $100. You can go to the bank and the bank will loan you 90%. So the bank will loan you $900. You've now got $1,000. Now, if I invest $1,000 and get a 10% return, my return is $100. So utilizing someone else's money, utilizing leverage, I literally 10x or 10 times my returns. This is why the majority of Australians that have financial freedom have done it and have achieved it through the power of safe and responsible property investment. Now, rule number 2 is never pay full price for your property. This is so important because I see so many people overpaying for their property, the property they live in, and also their investment property. Hundreds and hundreds of our community members are getting away right now with getting their property below market value. I want to share one example with you.
They helped us source property which was within our price bracket, which had the potential to grow, and that's exactly what happened. They helped us through the negotiation process to work with the suppliers, the builder, the developer, and the outcome was that literally within a year, I think it was roughly 70 grand in growth, and we hadn't even seen the shovel hit the dirt yet.
Nick Barnett is one of our incredible members and clients. Nick joined our community, and once he learned these strategies that you're going to learn at the live stream, he actually utilized those to make $100,000 on his property in the first 24 months of owning it. Now, rule number 3, you must get positive cash flow with guaranteed rent. You know, a lot of people believe, and a lot of accountants and different people will say that negative gearing is good. And certainly negative gearing will allow you tax deductions. However, there's an even better way to invest, and that way to invest is to get positive cash flow. Wouldn't it be great to be able to bank $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 per year after all of your expenses? That's real money into your account while you're holding the property and while the property is growing in value. Now, in addition to that, you always must get guaranteed rent. You see, the biggest reason why people don't want to invest, or the biggest question that may in fact hold them back, is will I get a tenant? Will I get my rent? Now, at the live training, I'm going to share with you how our members, how our clients are actually getting guaranteed rent. I'm talking about rent that is legally and contractually guaranteed. Whether you've got a tenant in the home or not have a tenant in the home, it doesn't matter. You've got a legal contract where your rent always gets paid every single week for periods of 6, 8, 10 years, and even more than that. And I'm going to show you how this works at the live training, and I'm going to give you lots of proof and lots of examples. So please click the link, register for that training. Now, rule number 4 is equally as important. You must legally reduce the amount of tax you pay. Now, I'm a big believer in paying your tax so that we can help out the community, help the government, and contribute to this incredible country. However, However, the government has actually got rules that allow you tax deductions so that you can invest. Why does the government do that? Well, they give you a tax deduction so that you can invest for two reasons. Reason number one, so that you can take care of your own retirement. You see, if they give you a tax deduction now, it means that they won't have to pay you a pension or support you in your later years. That actually saves the country and saves the government money. The second reason is we don't have a huge social housing program here in Australia. And most, if not all, of the housing that is built in this country that houses us, that protects us, that shelters us, actually comes from private investment. So what the government does, rather than building social housing, what they do is they give property investors tax deductions to be able to build homes so that people can live in them. These tax deductions can be worth, I'm talking $20,000, $40,000, $80,000 over a 5, 10, 15-year period. It's a substantial amount of money. So imagine right now you're paying $20,000, $30,000 of tax every single year. Imagine getting $3,000, $5,000, $8,000, $10,000 back every single year in your tax return when you understand rule number 4. Now, I'm going to give you examples of many of our members and many of our clients that are doing this right now at the live training, and I'm going to break down the mathematics of exactly how this works. So click the link, be sure to learn rule number 4 at the live training. Rule number 5 is where the majority of your wealth is going to be created. And rule number 5 is invest in growth locations where demand is high and supply is limited. This is areas where the population growth is high, the employment is strong, and people want to live there. And secondly, there is a limit on supply. There's a limit of new homes in that area. You see, where you've got a huge population of people wanting to live in a specific area, but there is not much supply of property there, that puts upward pressure on prices. And we want somewhere where the demand is high and the supply is limited, not just now today, but we would need to be able to map and project this over the next 5, 10, 15 years. When you do that correctly, you're going to enhance and grow your returns. You're going to get a bigger return. You're going to create more money. Liana Pan is an actuary and a data scientist. What do actuaries do? They are trained to literally take complex numbers, complex data, and make accurate predictions about the future. They work for the big banks, they work for the government, they work for the big investment companies. Now, Liana is truly incredible, and she's built a property portfolio of 27 properties in just 12 years. And she's built a research model that she calls the 4 pillars of prediction. And she has a research team of 10 full-time people here at Freedom Property. And her and the team literally direct all of our members where to make smart, safe, and responsible investments. At this training, Liana will be there. She's going to answer all your questions about how she does this. She's going to give you proof of real members and clients that have made real money by following our advice on this. And in addition to that, we're going to reveal to you the top locations in Australia that Liana and myself and all of our members are investing in right now. Rule number 6 is the key to everything. You see, my first mentor actually was Liana Pan. And with her help, I've been able to create my portfolio of 16 properties in just 7 years. And in fact, based on her original methodology and based on her research, our 2,500 members and clients are getting results right now. Now, it's very, very important that you get guidance from a trusted mentor, and that mentor should have proven results. Now, there are many different types of mentors. If you want a result in anything in life, find someone who's achieved that result and is willing and motivated to be able to help you along the way. You see, mentors allow you to avoid costly mistakes, and mentors obviously can guide you on the correct path. Now, property investing is going to be a 7, 10, 15-year journey. If you set out on the wrong direction today, now 10 years goes by and you figure out you were on the wrong path, that is a costly mistake. You're going to want to find a trusted mentor to be able to assist you with your wealth creation, with your tax deductions, with picking the right property, and of course, building out that portfolio. So ensure that you really take note of rule number 6. Now, I'm going to talk to you at the live stream how Liana and I and our team could play the role of your mentor in achieving this on your financial success and your financial freedom journey. I absolutely promise you that this 2-hour free online training is going to be the most transformative and the most powerful training that you ever receive on early retirement, on financial freedom, and of course on property investing. So I'd love to see you there. Please click the link, come through, register right now. The team's going to reach out and greet you and say hello, and we're going to be there live at this training to assist you with all of your questions as you progress through. And I'm wishing you a lot of success with your freedom and your happiness. Until I see you then, take care.